Signing up to become a police officer comes with sacrifice. The hours are long, the days are unpredictable, and the job itself can, of course, be downright dangerous.
However, a police department in Maine is finding ways to add a little fun into the mix, and their community and the world is taking notice. Clinton, Maine, population 3,370. This quiet town calls itself the dairy capital of Maine. But lately, it's not the cows getting the attention. It's the cops.
I'm driving, buddy.
Do you even have a license?
When Patrolman Caleb Proctor and Corporal Mike Connors joined the force, they knew the job would put them in the public eye.
707 call.
What they didn't know was just how many people were watching. Part of Corporal Connors' job is managing the Clinton Police Department Facebook page. When he took over 3 years ago, it was business as usual.
It was more of a serious, here's the weather update, road conditions, it's rained, be careful when you're driving sort of thing. So we started adding some comedy in.
That humor was a natural fit.
My teachers hated me in school because I was always the jokester. Back in December, I posted the picture of A.O. Proctor with the beanie over his ears because he doesn't know how to wear it. And it just kind of took off.
He shared images of Officer Proctor as an elf on the shelf, sitting like Bernie Sanders in the cold. Even this one of Proctor ringing in the new year from Times Square.
The ones that really get me are the ones of me and as a potato. Someone actually went as far as to send a potato. I came to work one morning and there was a potato with my face on it. So I actually put it in epoxy resin and I'm trying to preserve the potato.
AI might help create the images, but the posts themselves are written by Connors.
So I get accused of using AI to type my posts.
You do not.
All the time. And I think it's kind of funny because I'm 38 years old. When I went to school, we actually had to learn to write, actual handwriting.
I thought you guys used typewriters.
No, we didn't even have typewriters. I write my own posts. Don't use AI for that. And I think people can understand why my teachers hated me.
Hate him or not, Corporal Connors' posts are getting a lot of attention and a lot of love from around the world. The page has tens of thousands of followers.
We've got people from Sweden, Ireland, Australia, just everywhere. Before this, people in the next town over didn't even know the name Clinton, and now people in Australia know it. We're getting around. We have a big platform, and we're helping people see law enforcement in a different perspective.
What has the response been?
A lot of people message me about how it brightens their morning. I don't want to get too personal, but some people have messaged me talking about how they got in a car accident and they've been bedbound, or they're going through some family troubles, and this helps them get back on their feet and gives them something to wake up to.
The department even has an ongoing online rivalry with police in Jerome, Idaho.
They've been doing the comedy thing a little longer than us. They had quite a few thousand followers, and we started getting some traction, and they saw that. And I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I think they started to try to kind of ride on our coattails a little bit. I'm happy to report we are a few thousand followers more than them now. So Clinton PD 5, Jerome PD 0.
You can also get your own Clinton Police Department merch. All of that money goes right back into the community through the Clinton Recreation Association.
So far, we've been able to raise $1,200, so that's 5% of their budget. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll be able to cover their whole budget and then some.
Is it just kind of joy that you get out of doing this, or is it bigger than that?
So I like seeing the positive side of stuff. So I really appreciate when people like what we do and like what we post, and when you can tell there's actual emotion and people appreciate the humor.
The slogan of law enforcement, it's printed on the side of pretty much every cruiser, is protect and serve. And if you have somebody that messages you and says, I was having the worst day of my life and I read something and it made me, something that you posted, it made me stop and breathe and smile, that's pretty powerful. And I can't really define a better way to serve than that.
So in the 3 years that Corporal Connors has been in charge of the Clinton Police Department Facebook page, he has grown the number of followers from like a few thousand to a whopping 66,000 plus. So Corporal Connors and A.O. Proctor, they do have their own Facebook pages as well if you'd like to give them a follow. And as for the merch, we're going to have a link right on our website and on our app. And of course, let's just remember, some of these posts are silly, but the work they do, very serious. They're still sharing the serious updates as well. This is just their way of kind of striking a balance.
I think my favorite image of Proctor was as him as a chicken, which you can go back and look if you want to see the story again, but that I thought was exceptionally good. I like them all. That one, though, for me, the winner.
So good.
Coming up.